Hey guys, my name's Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I'm working with an MSI GF63 thin gaming laptop. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your Wi-Fi card. So first thing guys, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip the computer over to access your bottom case screws. Now there's quite a few screws on this bottom case. You have 4 along the bottom edge here of the screen, 3 along this edge, 3 over here, 1 top left, and this last one here in the middle. So you're going to remove all of those screws. After you do, you'll take a small, flat, preferably plastic pry tool. I say plastic because metal pry tools tend to scratch your cases a little bit much. So a small, flat plastic pry tool, go all the way across the seam of your bottom case and gently but firmly pry it up from the rest of your computer. Now, while you're working on that, guys, a couple things to shout out. When I'm working on computers, I have them sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or wearing an anti-static bracelet can go a long way to limiting the chances of damaging your computer. In addition to those type of supplies, any sort of pry tools or screwdrivers or anything like that you need for your project, there'll be a link above, also below in the description, where you can see some of the things that I use in my shop. That link will also include all of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model laptop, including the RAM. Last thing to shout out about taking off this bottom case, you may notice there's an HDMI port on the back side. That's going to make it kind of a pain to get that side up. You got to make sure you get it around, up and over that HDMI port. So super sorry, I didn't design it. It makes it kind of a pain. But after you get your bottom case off, guys, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, before going deeper into the computer, I always unplug or remove my main computer battery. Now, this battery, instead of being screwed on, it's glued on. That kind of complicates it because I wasn't able to get this plug out without removing the battery. There's not a lot of room here. They didn't leave a lot of space. And I put a pry tool right into that groove right there in the middle and kept trying to push it out. But again, because there wasn't a lot of room, I wasn't able to. I had to physically remove the entire battery. Now, because this battery is glued down and not screwed down, that presents another challenge. You have 2 options to remove it. You can either muscle it out, in which case, be careful you don't bend it too much. You could break the battery. Or you use a heat gun. Now, heat guns and batteries are an explosive danger. So make sure your battery is completely discharged before attempting to use a heat gun on it. Also, make sure the heat gun is several inches above the battery and don't keep it in one place too long. So I had to go all the way over, down, up, down, heat it up, get that glue underneath a little soft, and then I used an old credit card or similar tool to slide under it to get that battery up. But again, a little bit of a pain in this model computer. All right, so now that the battery has been unplugged or removed, we're safer to proceed deeper into the computer. This is your Wi-Fi card up here, guys. Top left corner of my screen, that's your Wi-Fi card. So most of you, especially those of you whose computer has not been entered before, you'll have this yellow piece of tape. You can just carefully peel that back, place it over here somewhere else so you don't lose it. And there's a single screw right down there. It's kind of like the solid state drive. There's just a single screw that holds it in. Also, you have these antenna wire that come down through this hinge assembly. Those are just snaps. So you don't have to unplug it. They just snap right off. So just pull up and out of the computer and those will snap off of your Wi-Fi card. And then after the screw is removed, you can pull the Wi-Fi card out of that port. The Wi-Fi card specs, guys, will be below in the description if you're looking for a replacement. I'll also try to include some replacement options in that list of replacement parts that I told you about earlier. So I hope this video helped you get into the computer, access your Wi-Fi card. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description first. That could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please do. I do try to get to those a couple times a day at least. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time.